number 3 for No Rest for the Wicked. It has been 2 months, and the devs have been cooking, and the update is now live. If you see my previous coverage, we went through what is included in patch number 3. We also did a full reading of the patch notes. Those videos are live here on the channel if you want to go check them out for yourselves. We will do an edited version of the patch notes for those of you who are interested in. And today we're going to be primarily diving into the Crucible. Few things to note, guys. This actually is a sponsored stream. The devs at Moon Studios reached out and said, hey, we'd like to see you play some more No Rest for the Wicked. And I said, well, I was already going to do that, so I will absolutely cash your check. So thank you so much to the devs for sponsoring this live stream. And if you guys have yet to try out the game, or you haven't checked it out in a while, hopefully this is a good opportunity for you to go take advantage and get in on this early access. I highly recommend this game, and I generally have a philosophy when it comes down to sponsored content is that if they want to already pay me for what I was going to do in the first place, I think that seems like a fair deal. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for that sponsorship. I don't get many of these, so we'll see if I keep getting them, because maybe they'll catch on and be like, oh, he was already going to do it in the first place. But anyway, another thing to note, I like to run my live streams as little kind of podcast. It's all about community. It's all about discussion. And so if you want to get involved, you'll hear a couple of guys hanging out with me in voice chat. This isn't an elite crew, even though we are freaking elitists. But you're welcome to join. If you're not a part of the Discord, hit the top link in the description. Jump on in. We're hanging out in the chill room, and you're welcome to come hang out. And if you don't feel like talking, there's no worries there. You'll actually get also this audio as well in the Discord. Special thank you to Mark, to Jay, to Solemn for being some of the first people to chat here in the chat as well. And outside of that, guys, I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to this update. It is my birthday weekend. You might be hearing some beeping going on, and I do apologize. My computer is struggling. As long as I don't turn it off, it seems to be that we're making it for a little bit until the new PC arrives. So I'm looking forward to going hands-on with the new PC as well. The last little bit, I should probably turn this on as a graphics perspective. We are actually playing on GeForce Now. I love this service, and finally they accepted me into their ambassador program. So if you guys are interested in cloud gaming, or if you have an old PC or you just want to play this game on consoles, GeForce Now is a really awesome freaking opportunity. So all that being said, I'm bringing in our beautiful Discord group. What's up, Mike? What's up, Yamron? How y'all doing today?
And his name is John C.
The gift that keeps on giving. Oh, that reminds me, I'm working on a joke with John Cena. Man, I need to go back to my notes, because it was like the punchline ends up being like, and if John Cena shows up, then we know we're like in the Matrix. What are you guys up to?
That's just
sloppy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at, Brian, because beautiful Discord. I'm sorry.
What's up?
I was gonna say, we're in the beautiful Discord group.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Brian, you're over here causing
Emotional damage.
Damage
giving us
y'all
hopes up.
emotionally to be called beautiful. Learn to accept compliments.
No, I know.
No, you're causing emotional damage to Yamron for getting his hopes up.
Okay.
What are you getting my hopes up? No, I've been okay. How we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let's see here.
Oh, what's up, Solomon Marcus?
Yeah.
Solomon.
Solomon's hanging out. Oh, actually, I accidentally.
Did they release the new plans yet? I don't know.
I have not seen the new updated roadmap go live yet. I'm not personally expecting it to be today, but I am just kind of keeping an eye out on it. I do think that we will hopefully see the updated roadmap pretty daggum soon, but you know, your guess is right now is as good as mine. Let's see here, because they haven't, they just said the new updated roadmap. Let's see, what else do I want? Any of this? Silver ring, 24 damage on parry. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna grab these guys. Ooh, yeah, experience potion, baby. Okay, cool. Cool. I like going to the vendor, man. Get a lot of stuff from this guy. Materials. Let's see if there's anything I can upgrade. see here. Can I upgrade the daggers? I cannot. I need iron. I need linen. I need more silver there. That's okay. We'll get that. Soft leather. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's see here. Let me just check my inventory. Make sure I'm not too slammed. Cool. Cool. All right. Plenty of opportunities to do some runs. Oh, should I do the quest maybe? Bounty log. Spilled blood. Unspoken, unspoken. Okay, just go back. Go here. Okay, cool. I was just making sure there wasn't like go out into the woods and kill something and to advance this thing.
Yeah, I'm just leveling all classes now in 14. That's all I've been doing.
How many 100s you got?
All my crafters and gatherers are 100.
Oh, hello.
1, 2, 3, 7 so far.
Oh, nice, dude. That's impressive.
7 done. I'm working on Gunbreaker right now.
No one's beneath the airs for 1,000 years. Fascinating. Okay, so they are doing a cutscene. Let me check settings here because they added in more voice audio, and I usually turn that off as I'm playing. Audio, dialogue. That way we can hear the dialogue. Turn on the music. Do the in-game audio.
I believe a deeper ruin lies beyond this seal, but I'm unsure how to access it. You know, in some cultures, the faithful pleased their gods by ritualistically disemboweling themselves.
Gross.
Wouldn't that be a sight?
Make an offering. Oh, wow.
Yes! Yes, that's it! Your blood is the key.
They added spikes to that door.
Astonishing. This is the largest Sarah ruin I've ever seen. Ooh. And there's that feeling in the air again. Can you sense it? How strange.
They read
It's the same as that spot near the square.
justice?
Looks like they redid it.
Yeah, the room looks different.
What's the TLDR for this update?
Massive Crucible update. They expanded the areas. They added in exalted weapons. They have also added in kind of more roguelike and replayability to the Crucible.
I feel there must be some. It's as though there's a one.
Here's this thing. Tree branch. Whoa, okay. That's the whisper. Something's happening. Whoa! Holy crap. Okay.
By the gods.
Oh my goodness. That is cool.
The sail
Interesting.
speaks to you. You've awoken the chamber.
Woken the chamber. And then it also opened up these things. Does it keep this? We're more open? Oh yeah, all the way. Oh, hold up. Wow. I wonder what that if that means anything.
Or you can constantly upgrade it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I know what this place was.
I'm very curious about getting an else.
A training
exalted
ground.
weapon. What that means.
The ancient Saren built it to hone their skills as they fought against the plague. See, each of these statues will lead to a gauntlet, stitched together from different times, places, dreams. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, make an offering. Just a drop should do it. You've got plenty.
Got plenty. Plenty. Oh, interesting. Wow. Whoa, okay. The Crucible, an ancient training ground where Sharam can undertake various trials and challenges. Every time you enter the trial with a Crucible, you will find different series of chambers. You must clear all the enemies from each chamber in order to advance to the next one. Dying in the Crucible will return you to the atrium, and you must begin again at the start. There's an enemy right here. Oh, look at that. Woo. Now sit down, buddy. Oh, taking some damage a little bit. While inside the Crucible, you do not gain experience, but you gain... Oh, you don't gain experience. Holy smokes. But you gain... you can collect traces from fallen enemies. These traces can be used to invoke the effects called echoes at any point during the run. Echoes bestow various temporary effects upon the player and the world. You can also spend traces to re-roll view a new set of available echoes. Okay. Oh, okay, they just automatically collect. Oh, and I see that in the currency down here at the bottom. Fascinating. Oh, no! Oh, and it takes all of my traces away. Okay.
What did it feel like for your story to be untold and then told? Look, Sarah, I found a new inscription. We remember the chosen few, Sivian and his fiercest unspoken, who fought these trials through wrath and silence. I can't read the next part. The stone is all but crumbled. Then it just says, forever the tomb of the Echo Knights. Damn. I wish I could decipher more. Sarum, can you think of anyone who might be versed in ancient texts like this? There's a story here, begging to be told.
Oh. Oh, you're doing
And
some
also
open
now
world
since
right
I can actually talk to you and say it. Happy early birthday, Brian.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, thank you. I need to break this. Okay, yep. Now, this is a new room right here. Okay, alright. Already this feels different. I like it. You guys are... Ah, come on! They have a lot of life. Oh wow, they've a lot of stuff there. Oh wow, he's fast. Pressing select. Okay, see what we got. Let's see what we got. Chosen fate. Skip to the next chamber. Fascinating. Heat stock. Attacks deal 15% extra heat damage. Agile fighter. Movement speed and attack speed increased by 5%. And burden of hate. Rune attacks cost 10% more focus, but deal 20% more damage. Let's go, baby. Oh, and then it goes up in price. Okay. 5% chance enemy dies instantly on hit. Hell to the yes, guys. All right. That is cool. Need me to see more. Man, the music is freaking rocking and rolling, guys. Oh, wow. Lots of it. Oh, good lord. Time to run. Oh.
So you were doing like no damage to them at first.
Ooh, baby. All right. Oh yeah, a little chamber complete animation, fantastic. Oh, and then you can hold to progress to the next chamber. Fascinating. See what this looks like. That is nice. That is so nice. Thanks guys for the 17 likes on the stream, by the way. I really appreciate that. All right, let's see here. So let's go to the echoes. Let's see what we got. 5% chance enemy dies instantly. Gain an additional random echo. Interesting. Okay. Skip to the next chamber. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. But static charge. Generate static field that shocks enemies. Okay. There we go. Buying stuff. Yeah, we know what this one is. All right, I like it. I like it.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, dude, it's amazing. All right, is there an enemy that I can go and... It's got this, like, electric pulse. All right, so now... Oh, they blew up! Yeah! Oh, that is satisfying. Oh, thanks, Arcania. And Prime as well. Nice. For the Primes out there. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, nobody's waiting behind there. What was the ranges on absorbing those echoes? Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, so the fact that they take an XP out of the Crucible is interesting. Oh, I missed him. Yeah! Blow up, buddy! Ha I love how many more enemies there are. Oh, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Yes! Woo! That feels good, guys. Are there not any chests anymore or anything like that? Like, interesting. I'm not seeing any chests, so if you guys see it and I'm just missing it, please let me know. Ooh, new chamber. New one. All right, let's take a look at our echoes. Choose fate, skip. Okay, damage of rune attacks increased by 10%. Yes, please. Focus gain increase. Yes, please. Damage dealt increases by 1% up to 15 times for after every kill. Yeah. Elemental surge. 5% chance that elemental damage gets doubled. Movement speed and attack speed increase. Enemies deal 10% less. Oh, let's take that. Oh, heck yeah. All right, sweet. Oh, guys. Oh, did I just get big? Interesting. Sit down. how the environment's still way more destructible. There we go. I think you have some range. There we go. What's this? It's interactable? Interesting. Interesting. Dude, it feels way more challenging, but that's awesome. Because, no offense, but when you make things easy and base rollable, they get boring really quick. Sorry, I just like the fact that I'm just like busting out electricity. Yeah, let's go to the next chamber, see what's up. What do we got here? Okay, nothing. All right, got some enemies over there. New chamber. Haven't seen this chamber before. Something swimming in the water. Let's see what we got. Life steal 15% of damage dealt, but maximum health is no. I don't want to have that. Movement speed, chance, skip. Let's grab maximum health increased by 15. Yeah. Killer stagger. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Keep missing him. Too far away. I guess I gotta swim. Oh! Swim away. Swim away. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Oh, traps! Alright. Alright. Oh god. Just keep on moving. Can't hit where you can't catch. Sit down. Oh, cut off his head. Woo! Oh man, this is satisfying, guys. I really am having a great time with this. All right. I guess I'll move to the next chamber. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see what. Regenerate. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that regeneration. Stamina recovery speed increased. Yes. Poise defense increased. I'm not a poised guy. Let's save that skip. I wonder if I could skip past the Echo Knight. What do y'all think? We're gonna have to. We might save that skip to get to the Echo Knight and see what happens. Oh. Maybe I messed up and this is the Echo Knight.
Unless they change the boss.
That's true.
And I'm back.
Oh, what the what? Oh my goodness.
That hand kind of looks like a Litmus wannabe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. What creeps above? Is it lost, left behind? Tired of drawing breath? Quiet one. It's been so long since the last. Let us see what it can do. All right. Exalted items. Exalting an item, it will raise its primary stats and increase the benefits bestowed from any enchantments. Exalting items is permanent and cannot be undone. Okay. There was an oath I took. A pact, perhaps, yes. But the hunger. How could I have known there'd be such hunger? Please bring me the glow, the glimmer, the shine off their backs. And I will open every door. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? It's good seeing you back. All right, let's see here. He says, hey, Brian, update is looking great. Can't stick around and enjoy the stream, but wanted to pop in and say happy birthday. Thanks so much for popping in. I love pop-ins. It's always great to see y'all. All right. Sacred Mending. Required materials, 20 Glum Seed. Empower to repair your gear. Okay. Unique Echoes. Infuse the Crucible with Unique Echoes. That's 30. Exaltation of Equipment is 30. Bestow the knowledge exalt Cherum's equipment. Enhancing power. Yada, yada, yada. Echo Heal. 10. Senchal's Emporium. Grant the ability to sell items. Oh, so it's like we have to unlock these abilities, it looks like. And then what, like, just like with like kind of raising up the this is the like down projects. I see how it works. Got it. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'll go get some more of those green things. All right. Oh, new room. Don't fall. No, don't fall off. All right. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. My Zoid bird. Here to scare, or they want to just be over there and not come close. Why am I taking damage? What is it hurting me? Is there some kind of negative effect on the room? Or is it just range? I'm gonna heal up before I jump over, because if it is like if I am taking damage on damage dealt. All right. Cool. That was a tough room. What's up, Heath? How you doing, man? Dude, too busy with 14. How are you liking the expansion? I really love Pictomancer. I really like Viper 80 plus. Find that stuff. Absolutely, Walmart. How you been, dude? As a reminder for those who haven't been around in a while and or who are new here, check out the top link. The Discord is open and free, and would love to have you as a part of it. One second. For an email from my wife. Statue in the atrium of the Crucible is reset. Okay.
Suzerain is doing an interview with Thomas and Ken.
Oh, cool. does my stuff restart, like with the different gloam seeds? 'Cause I know the echoes will. That makes sense. I'm just seeing if these things are interactive at all. All right. Hey, what's up, Balin? How you doing, dude? Interesting, it doesn't use the elevator anymore. I wonder if they're gonna do the use the elevator for something in the future. Oh, good. I still have 7. Okay. Woo! I was like, if that reset, that would be a bummer. Because it's like, wait a minute, how am I actually supposed to exalt stuff? Yep. Play smarter, not harder, man.
Let's do that.
That's the one gem that I need on my my bow. Is the ability to get a focus on damage dealt. Oh, climbing a wall of skulls. How?
Brian trying to play Hamlet over here. To be or not to be?
Almost like ran myself off.
Wow, that was really lucky.
Brian the professional gamer, y'all. how's the crucible? I just keep walking off the edges, guys. Oh, he teleported! And now I blew him up.
Take no one alive. All prisoners.
No prisoners.
No prisoners.
I hate these shielded guys.
Takes one tree to make one toothpick. That
What
sounds.
game is that?
That sounds like. That sounds like fake news. Doesn't sound right.
Get out of here.
What is Brian? Big toothpick.
Your butt down.
I mean, they could be giants.
That's true. Could be a giant.
And it could be an opposite type of game where the protagonists are all giants and the bosses are all tiny, teeny humans.
Itty bitty.
That'd be interesting.
Reverse roleplay. There you go.
Dude, the music is so good in this game. Hold on here. This guy. guy is.
I don't see him.
All right, let's see what echoes do. Maybe I just skipped the. Oh, well, let me skip. Okay. Gotta be somewhere.
Could be a bug.
Could be a bug. Unless there's some way to drop down. Or something over here. Oh man, Balin, way to go. How big's your channel right now? Yeah, that's the thing that, like, I always tell people, just keep posting. Because I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Well, I don't see anybody. And I didn't have the levels, the chamber skipped, so it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Lost one tree to make a toothpick?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
I heard you say that, but I was like, what gamer was that?
Lost in Walmart is 313 subscribers. Nice.
Teleporting around the room. Had to wrap that one up. Dude, 313, that's amazing. That is awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you. Keep it up. Like, if you're having fun, I think that's the more important thing. But yeah, just post, you know. A lot of people get locked into analysis paralysis, and I don't know, I just kind of go, I'm like, I'm just gonna throw it against the wall, see what sticks. Oh. I love these new rooms. Have a good day, Bale, and I hope you have a great, good rest of your day. Thanks for coming by and saying hi, and congrats on your growth on YouTube. Here. Crusader sends stamina recovery speed doubled, but focus gain half. Nope. Draining endurance, stamina regeneration increased by 75%, but takes 10% more damage from all sources. Ugh. Maximum health increased, yep. Revive after being killed by enemies with 25% of your health. Okay. All right, why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, this room is flooded now. That changes this whole paradigm because, like, I'm moving so much slower in this, like, water or whatever. Oh, you want to teleport, eh? There's no more chests to go after, so interesting. All right.
All I will say so far with my re-leveling of Gunbreaker, give us Rough Divide back, please, Square Enix. The slide and poke now is just stupid.
Man, these executions just look so visceral. Oh, a whole other floor. Nice. Oh. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's out right now. If you already own the game, just update it and you'll have the new patch. Okay. The little pots and stuff like that might contain some glowy stuff. Let's see if I can get some boosts here. Common damage. Enemies explode on death, dealing 30% of their health as damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Focus regeneration over time. Yeah. All right. Damage taken decreased by 40%, but movement speed decreased by 30. Pass. I'm gonna say reroll all. All right.
It's like an isometric Souls, like Neo.
I haven't played Neo yet. That's...
No, the guy's name.
Oh, okay. I guess that's them exploding. I got the poison cloud. It's exploding. That is so cool. Lower level. Attention to. Nope. Alright, let's hop in some of these guys. Generate static field, I love that. Maximum health increased by 25%. Okay. Very nice. Oh, guys, that just, I can't explain how satisfying that feels. Hey, what's up, dude? I do not, I think, have enough for you. Make sure. 20 for that. Sell items. Awaken a relic in the atrium. You reallocate their attributes. That's 20. Oh man, stat reallocation locked behind that at 20. Oh boy. So is this like a Diablo game? Yeah, that's a good question. It has that obviously Diablo angle, but it is I would say more like Elden Ring or Souls-like, you know, our action RPG, and the combat feels just so good.
I need an adult.
What? Let's see here. Exaltation. I need 30 so I can start exalting my equipment. So there we go. I think it will still. They wasn't in the notes that it doesn't, like they took that away. I still think embers are going to be necessary to do the respecking, but it is not going to be handed out. They said it was always going to be hard. I'm like, that's great. Oh yeah, explode. Oh, this room looks a little bit different. Yeah, sit down. Oh yeah.
Sit down, learn your place.
Sit down. And whip it. And whip it good.
While some people like to go and say,
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down,
Run around and hurt you. Let's see here. Now it's better because they removed Ember usage for the Crucible run. Oh, did they now? They did. They did. It is like just a, like, I guess a blood offering. So yeah, wild. Because I think they want you obviously spending more time in the Crucible, working on picking up the Gloam Seed. You know, that seems to be kind of right now the new endgame loop. This is gonna. This is good. I'm probably gonna end up putting easily another 40 or 50 hours just like hardcore back into this game before I just kind of go back to my casual enjoyment of it. Damn. Oh, this is new. What's up, Leanne? Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Thank you for coming by.
yeah, man.
What?
Lay knock.
Laniox.
Laniox?
What is better?
We hit our summon Yemring fairy button.
Sorry, I was looking at my YouTube feed.
Yeah, you're good, dude. Lanox. You Lane?
Laniox. Okay. Gotcha.
ever do something like a big old heal on your character, like if there's a perk like that, where it's just like, hey, you switched to whatever. Oh, heck yeah. More lightning. I love it. Enemies take 10% more elemental damage. Okay. Why not? Oh, that lightning burst lit that ground on fire. I like it. Oh, this room's updated too. You need legendary echoes, so that should that be what I unlock first? I don't know, maybe that would be. I wonder what there is in a level of efficiency here. Oh, there's that lightning strike. Woo! Kind of exploring the whole new area. That's really nice.
Oh, they should add legendary echoes.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, they've got common, they've got rare, or they've got cursed. I would think maybe they're there. One of the project upgrades from Schleck, that's who I'm gonna call the new vendor. I'm sure his name. He has the ability to unlock, like, I guess, more echo buffs, etc. So I'm wondering if maybe the legendaries are hidden behind him there. Papa needs more of the green ones. Really climb up there. I heard him. Oh, there we go. There's that 5%. Kill. Woo. Hey, what's up, Lord? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. There it is. There she blows. Oh, there. I got it. Nice. Cool. All right, let's check out. Hey! Each Flounder with the resub 20 months, tier 1 over on Twitch. Thank you so much for that support. That pushes us to 30 on the goal. Oh, whoops, clicked the wrong button. There we go. Let's pull this up. Now we're at 30 of 50. For every 25, I gift out 5. Mike pushed us over the limit earlier, and we handed those out in the notes stream. Thank you so much, guys, for that. It really is a game-changing thing for sure. All right, thanks each for that interaction. And if you guys also, just as a heads up, like, you don't have to spend it with me, but you do, if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Twitch Prime, and that gives you a free Prime sub that whether you spend it on me on Twitch or another content creator over on Twitch, you have to do that, though. It does not automatically renew. So if you guys have that, I'd love it. You got to spend those Bezos bucks. And one of the things I often find out is y'all do that when I remind y'all, because it's easily forgotten, which I think is the whole game. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll all of these, by the way. Oh, wait. It tells me what I've got here up here. That's nice. Re-roll all. Okay, what do we got? Additional random echo, damage increased by 20% for the first 30 seconds of a chamber. Weight of all equipment decreased by 40. That is nice, even though I don't need it because I'm in fast gear. Hardened gear damage taken decreased. I'll take that. Generate 5% focus on each kill. That's great. I'm gonna do that one next. Oh, it's Echo Knight! have leveled up the Echo Knight. His life, I was bringing some damage. And he was like, nope, you're not, you didn't bring
Not
nothing.
today.
Not today. All right, what's nice also about this is that my, I don't know how you guys feel about the drop in gear, but I tell you, that makes my ability to keep doing these runs so much better, as opposed to like my gear would fill up, would have to go and empty it out, and then get back into it. It was just like, now it's like, okay, I see what's happening. Yes. Do I have any new gems though? Like if I have the ability to get the thing that I was wanting to get, Dunsky. No, I don't have the gem that I'm specifically looking for. All right. There was new areas added to the sewers and nameless paths. Perhaps we can see them after the Crucible. I love that idea, Ducky, because that also gives me the opportunity to take a bathroom break. So let's do at least one more Crucible run here, and then let's go see what else has been added to the overworld and whatnot. So I think that sounds fun. I'm going to be farming a crap ton of the Crucible, so they weren't joking. Like, I see why you would name this update the Crucible update, because they put a lot of work. They did a lot of cooking. All right, fine. Enemies' movement speed reduced. Fascinating. Damage of rune attacks increased. Oh yeah. The limb miss. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what that means. All right. Yeah, Lane. It's gonna be cool to see what, like, overall. All right, I think this one gave me a bug last time where I wasn't able to, where I couldn't advance. Oh dear God! This one gave me a bug, and it was basically getting my butt kicked. Take a look at my weapon. My weapon's upgraded. All right, one second. Let me pop out. And let's go do some exploring of the world. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna take a little bathroom break and get out of the water, and I'll see you guys in a second.
Where'd Brian go?
He went to the bathroom.
No. He's gonna be a while, isn't he?
He said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Can't handle you guys anymore. Especially this guy named Yemrin.
Who's he? Sounds like an asshole.
I know. An extremely big one, too.
Interesting. Huh. Have you tried Pictomancer yet?
Nope. That's probably going to be just like Dancer, be one of the last ones I level.
You don't like Dancer? I thought Dancer was fun.
It doesn't look right on male characters.
Right. I forgot you play him. Male Aura.
And I'm not a doink, sorry.
I'm not complaining.
I spelled bullshit.
Wait.
That statement.
All right, all right. I'm back. Cool.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Also, I want to check out my other character as well here in a second, but let's go drop some stuff off. Go to the war room. I think I have something I need to kill in here.
So if there's no chest, what's the point of Crucible?
I think it's about exalting your weapons.
Okay.
So I think essentially you get that from the open world as opposed to like having to go for embers for gear. You upgrade that gear. And then you run Crucible to exalt. Now it just says exalted weapons, so I don't know if you can exalt your gear. But we will find out. Take that. Hey, there's the dog.
Woof woof.
All right, I feel good.
So they just did Crucible stuff, right? They didn't add like a new zone or anything like that,
They
right?
updated the zones to add stuff to them. So, as to how deep the new zones go, we will find out. All
Oop,
right.
what was that?
Hello.
Hey, Val,
Val.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing alright. How you doing, yeah, man?
I'm gonna log in as my mage real quick, use those potions, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
How's patch 3 going?
Dude, the Crucible update is phenomenal. Like, it is, I can see myself easily just getting sucked all back in, you know, like nonstop. Like every night. That's like literally probably what I'm doing tonight. Be downstairs on the Crucible.
It's the hallmark of a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I finished the DLC.
For Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Dude, congrats, man.
How was it?
Man, why isn't Elden Ring on GeForce now? I mean, that would...
Yeah, I was hoping it would be this Thursday.
Oh, gosh, like, let's go.
But you're an ambassador, I'm trying not to pester you. Seriously, I want that game on GeForce now. It's not as hard as people are making it out to be. I killed most bosses within a few seconds, to be honest. I defeated Mesmer on first try. The most bosses I had difficulty with were Bale and Gaius and the Archery Avatar, mainly because of just mobility. And that's because my build requires a lot of, you know, committing to animation.
Yeah.
Right.
And which means with Bale, like, a lot of the time he was moving outside the range of my spells.
Gotcha.
And Gaius was on, he like rode a giant pole, so I needed to be on Torrent a lot, which meant I couldn't use really powerful spells, so I had to use like the lesser version Dragon Name spells. And the Archery Avatar just kept, because dragon-based spells are very debuff-based, I wasn't using the correct debuff, and I was sat there, I was like, why isn't my Scarlet Rot working on this plant? And then I was like, what's it probably, you know, weak to? And I was like, I just thought to myself, it's a plant, so probably fire. And then I just switched over to Flame Breath, and I killed it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like, everything was just basically a puzzle. Redan was really easy, to be honest, mainly just due to, like, hyper armor. And most bosses in the DLC are weak to rot, basically Scarlet Rot, which applies a dot once you pass their tolerance threshold, and they die really quickly after that.
Alright, let's see what all the new Nameless Pass has to offer. I love how enemies explode. Yeah, so the open world I think is going to be all about gearing and what have you.
Are they going to put more into the open world? Because
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you'll see that. Now, as far as this one, I'm just gonna see like they've added in basically kind of the areas that they were hoping to have in at launch. So this is like, you know, hey, we finished this area, we've added to this. So Nameless Pass apparently is getting, you know, has got some stuff.
Have you got a new computer yet?
So according to it, it could show up anywhere from Saturday to like August the 1st. So it's kind of a range, but we will see. I hope so. My goal is as long as I do not have to turn off the computer, it should be okay. I hope so. If it has a power issue and all of a sudden the stream ends, guys, sorry. I'll try to get it back.
Have you run into any more issues with it?
Yeah, it's definitely has problems. But I'll get the new one and I'll get it set up and that'll be fun because getting a new computer is always fun.
Is it?
I mean, I like it.
Okay, I hate it.
You hate getting a new computer?
Yeah, because especially if I like change the hard drive, I have to install everything again. It's just
Yeah, I
annoying.
will have to like it. It only comes with Windows Home. It didn't come with Windows Professional. So I will have to go and purchase a professional upgrade copy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That way, because I need a professional version. 'Cause I use this.
Can
computer for work.
you just transfer your SSD or hard drive, whatever?
I'm getting a new NVMe, it comes with like 2 NVMe drives.
Yeah, and then
So I'm gonna use that as kind of the main OS, but that's not a bad thought. Like maybe I can say, yo, copy heart. I'll look into that. I'll Google that and be like, hey, there's a way to.
Yeah, there's a way to copy a hard drive and make an image
Don't
of it.
even need to copy it. Just take your hard drive out.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, just
I wonder if I can
put it
also
into
transfer
your-
my license or something like that because I do have Windows Professional 11.
Isn't that tied to your account?
I don't know.
Well, if it's anything like, I mean, I was able to install it on multiple PCs before.
Yeah, it should be tied to your Windows account, shouldn't it?
Maybe. Maybe I won't have to spend any more money. That should be right.
Oh, snow
Why
break.
did I break it? Well, it's been giving me some. It's been giving me some issues this year, and so I kind of knew, like, you know, some telltale signs. But then, like, it stopped with booting, and I was like, oh, I know computers, I can troubleshoot. So I started troubleshooting, and then the entire glass case around it shattered. And then I was just like, now it just beeps constantly, and you know, obviously it's not ventilating correctly, so it's being that I need this computer for everything that I do, that it's like, okay, let's go ahead and just get it replaced.
What's causing the beep?
I don't know. I think it's having a memory issue. I think one of the RAM sticks may be bad. But every time I tried to troubleshoot it,
What's actually causing the physical sound to emit on the board?
the motherboard. I would
Is it the motherboard?
Yeah.
I think it might be because you also have basically what is audio on the motherboard enabled. You can disable that, I'm sure, as well, if you just don't want to hear it anymore.
Hey Brian, I just sent you. I was googling it and it says that you can. I just sent you the steps of how to do it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, what is this game? The largest online game is set in the open world of the Chernobyl exclusion zone.
It's just from what I remember when I worked in Dell and a lot of the quotes we had like motherboard audio just as default on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you should be able to disable it. Oh, good.
Oh no, don't fall off. I've never played the Ori games, Lane. I've heard really good things about them, but I've never played them.
They are really good.
Maybe that's something we do when I get tired of, or I fully upgraded all my characters. It's all right. Now as we wait for patch number 4. I should have put that on the stream. I'll do that on the next one. Patch number 4, waiting room.
Are you into a lot of Metroidvanias, bro?
What's up?
Are you into Metroidvanias?
I generally enjoy them. Castlevania was always like a big franchise for me as a kid. As it goes as an adult, I generally haven't played many. The last one I played was Guacamelee, which was phenomenal.
Ori's videos take on the Metroidvania genre.
Mhm.
So if you like a lot of the classic ones, you'll probably see like a lot of similarities.
Cool. Well, I believe it's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah,
I wonder if it's on GeForce now, or maybe that's something.
I think it is. I can check that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Both games are on GeForce now.
You beat the Echo Knight twice already in this update? I fought him and I was like, I felt like I was barely doing any damage. Teach me your ways.
Carry me, Sensei.
Yeah.
Senpai. Carry me, Senpai.
I have to admit though, I'm going to hallmark 2024 as the year people thought games were too hard.
You see the people complaining about 14 being too hard?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wait, people are complaining 14 is too hard?
Yeah.
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 There's the new meme driving around. One of my free company members posted it. Cause, yeah.
I mean, maybe like regular difficulty, like even though the trials for me are a little tricky sometimes.
Yes.
Like
That was awesome.
Like I've had difficulty in the normal trials before, like some normal trials, but I wouldn't say they're overly difficult. I'm just bad at video games.
Yeah, but that's just the thing.
Like I have a friend, like my friend stopped playing because the game wasn't hard enough.
Yeah, that's why
I'm confused as to like who are these weirdos.
I thought I was in the first raid tier of the Endwalker's raids for Savage.
Like,
Well, it's just a lot more like dancing, not like the whole raids, you know?
but like me, I'm like if a game is hard for me, it's just because I'm bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like I have a friend, like my friend who like quit FF14 because it was too easy. Like any game he plays, he's just amazing at. He's like a prodigy at gaming. But me, I'm like a schlub. There are games that should be easy and I just can't do it. Like I just suck at video games.
Without giving
It's good that you can finally admit that after all these years of therapy. Oh, good lord!
Without giving context in terms of spoilers, so I don't spoil Brian, but you know how usually with most FF14 fights in the expansions, yeah, they'll introduce tiny little new mechanics, but it's mainly cookie cutters.
Yeah.
This expansion, no, they've introduced whole entire new mechanics. A lot more than just the cookie cutter, avoid this and you'll be fine. They introduced a whole bunch of new ones with the new fights.
Good.
I mean, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's why people are saying...
I'd say that's an overall win.
That's why people are saying that the expansion is too hard, because there's new mechanics. It's not the cookie cutter paste and everything else.
Oh, people got complacent. Oh, that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing for a video game. Or for any IP, really. People just become complacent. Always seek more.
And especially in Trial 1 and Trial 2 of the expansion. There's a whole bunch of new mechanics. It's quite fun.
Oh, I'm sure. Usually new mechanics are fun. What's this? Or dating sim? That's a weird one.
What else we got?
Revoice slide. What is this?
New places near the waterfall when I go up the ladder? Okay. Die and fall down again.
Mandela syndrome? Interesting. Blue Protocol is still on Steam.
Supposed to be. Steam and
No, I thought they might, like, what does their page say though?
Why should that have been removed?
They halted the global release indefinitely.
Why? Really? That bad?
it's not ready.
It's not ready, but also Bandai Namco is going through some financial issues. So, it still says planned release date 2024, but I am not convinced.
The only month that could be is November, because you don't want to stack it up with the New World. You know, and Throne Liberty is in December.
I mean, they're probably. I mean, what's in December? What's with Christmas?
I would avoid launching an MMO or any kind of new game around then, because people are going to be busy with family, with holiday. Like, it ends up being like,
I mean, especially
you
in
have a lot
MMO,
of
right?
downtime, but you also, especially in MMO, where like if you have, people tend to like, like it just is a hard time, and we saw that same thing we had when 14 did it. It's hard on the devs. They want to go home.
Looks familiar.
Well, you've seen it with 14, especially in COVID time, in the major COVID times when they had the worldwide shutdown, and people were like, "Where's our new stuff at?" Their players are like, "Where are our new stuff at?" And it's like, it's the holidays.
Yeah.
We're not releasing stuff.
Yeah.
In our normal, typical patch schedule.
I mean,
we're not
I
releasing anything.
wouldn't release any video game in December, but that's just me. But I wanted to hear your opinion.
I think it's just a hard month for a release. So and then because also people generally spending their money, so they might not have extra money to spend. And then what I would also then see happen is that just wait till January, and then all of a sudden new month, new budget, everybody gonna go and do whatever. It's like I got somebody knocking at the door.
Yep.
So wait, Bandai Namco's in financial trouble?
Yeah, they were they're going through shit, what was it? MMO Byte did a video on it. Not liquidation.
Wait, they're selling off assets?
I think that's like one of their options. It
Wait,
was, hold on a second, I gotta find the video.
1, 2, 3,
Bandai, actually.
4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What are we doing counting?
He told us 1 second.
That's a.
Oh, 1 second? Whatever. I'm trying to find this video that. Wait, I can just go.
How old are you?
I can just go to
My
Brian.
kids pulled that off. You said it was gonna be a second, Dad. It's like, yeah.
Speaking of how old, I know your birthday is coming up and everything.
Insolvency.
Are you turning what? 4 now, Brian?
4? Yeah, the big old 4.
Wait, so Bandai Namco's going insolvent?
Bandai Namco Online
Yeah.
declares insolvency, so I guess it's a. I mean, I read
So
about it earlier,
It's
but
the
yeah,
online department. It's the online department.
yeah. But basically, it controls like all of their, obviously, all of their freaking
Online IP.
online IPs, including Blue Protocol.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, they're not able to pay back their debts, and it's just
Yeah, that's why.
unfortunate.
Well,
So they
Bandai for years has been having financial trouble.
Bandai Namco makes their money. I don't know about online, but makes their money off of Gundam and Gundam model kits. Like that's like their sole source of income.
I was just like, they just
And
released.
occasionally Elden Ring.
Like yeah, and then occasionally Elden Ring, which is like something that doesn't normally happen.
It's like actually.
So it's funny because like Elden Ring did so well last year that this year or the years after Elden Ring got released were all like in comparison like really shitty.
So FromSoft releases a piece of content effectively every year. So 2 years ago was Elden Ring. Last year was Armored Core 6. So while not as good, they should have still got quite a bit. But I don't think the online department would have had that much success because FromSoft should be keeping them afloat. Let's just put it that way.
But no, they in the reports they've reported that like basically their sales, Bandai sales and profit have been lower since the launch of Elden Ring.
Of course, it seems like they're doing very liberal forecasting and very liberal expectations, which is a huge problem in the industry, just like in all business right now, where their forecasts are, oh yeah, we're going to do better next year. That's not.
Thanks for
you know, when you're in consumer products, it's not always the case. You're going to continuously do better. You see it in sales a lot, where you've got a sales kit, like a sales target, like you'll do, let's say, 180% 1 year, right? And then the next year, and then they'll bump your target up by 30%. And it's like, well, that year was an anomaly. I'm not going to hit 30%. And that gives an overall worse outcome to your employees, because they're not going to hit their target, which means they don't get paid their bonuses, or they just get fired because they're not meeting your expectations, which are unrealistic.
Good old unrealistic expectations, baby. Every time.
Yeah. Well, it's because they put these plans forward to their shareholders, and they're not real, and they're made on false assumptions. You know, as someone you're dealing with a lot of executive directors, right? If you just say no to them, that's not really in their vocabulary. They'll just go, well, that doesn't help me. And I'm like, neither was making you poor forecasts. It is really incompetent management. But it's easy to do when you don't have to make up the football. Like when I was at Dell, we had forecast meetings twice a week, and then when I joined an executive account manager team, it literally changed to I had one on Monday morning, I had one on Wednesday morning, and then I had one on Friday afternoon.
That's a lot.
And I'm like, well, it's not really going to change between Monday morning and Friday afternoon.
Exactly. I remember. Oh no! I jumped in. Remember when I dived into a spike pit? Yeah. I remember one time being in like it was like an all-day meeting, and at the end of the day, we were like in this room the whole time. They brought in lunch, etc. They started asking me about status updates on things that we talked about at the start of the day. I'm like, I've literally been sitting in here in front of you. No, we have not done that yet. I would have loved to go and do the thing, but I was required to be here.
yeah, a lot of it's just bad time management for these people and really not respecting the time of their staff. But placing their priorities above the need of the organization a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And not being able to explain properly to shareholders why things are happening the way they're happening and why that is an overall benefit for the organization.
Right, right.
Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Especially on getting sponsored by these guys,
Exactly.
the No Rest developers.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Who'd you get sponsored by?
By Moon Studios. So this stream that we're doing right
great,
now
yeah.
is
The
my
devs
first ever
behind No
sponsored
Rest for the
stream.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
reached
thought you were
out.
sponsored. I thought you were sponsored by what's it called? GeForce Now.
I'm a GeForce Now ambassador, so that I don't. Like, I basically have a. I did not. There's a perk where you can get Ultimate for free, and oh, my headphones died. But I decided not to take the perk on my main account because I'm listed as a founder, and being that I talk about controversial issues without any really problem, I was like, well, if they ever kick me out of the program, I don't want to lose my founder's title. So I just created a second account that I'm going to give to my wife, but we haven't had much downtime for games. So, all right, headphones are back on, baby.
How'd you become said ambassador? Because if I have to make a YouTube channel, I'll do it just for the free GeForce Now.
Yeah, it was it was like a whole process. I didn't even know that they existed, and it was like I met some people. Then basically it was just networking. But I'm not sponsored by GeForce Now. I'm just an ambassador, which means that I get heads up as to what is coming out. So generally by Tuesday, I know what the announcement is for Thursday, but I'm under embargo, so I can't be like, guys, here's all the cool stuff that's coming out this week. And then I get the extra GeForce Now Ultimate, account. So I was like, yeah, so I got that. That's my perk. And then this though is, the devs are actually like, with some cold hard cash. So I like it.
I was surprised by the lack of updates today on stuff. But chances are that's because it's the end of the month and they're waiting for next month's releases.
In regards to what?
Just new stuff on the platform.
For games, yeah. I think obviously like the WoW is already there, so like there's a lot of networking stuff like that. I mean, a lot of hype they can also promote with updates. What's up, Call Me? How you doing, bud? You doing good?
I'm gonna have to install No Rest for the Wicked. That's a great update.
Dude, this Crucible is phenomenal, man.
Oh, I mean, after I had to factory reset my computer because I was running into so many issues, the game's crashing and everything.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know at the time that it was a BIOS and chipset problem.
Oh,
but now that those have been done, I can now play.
Hey,
So,
chips?
No. It's just a chipset software update.
Oh, okay.
It was a chipset software update that needed to be done as well as a BIOS because both of those were about 2-3 years out of date.
Okay.
So that was causing huge issues, especially after a Windows update, which just exasperated it.
Yeah.
So.
Did any of you guys suffer from the recent Windows
No.
failure?
I actually was.
It only affected those with those that were connected to CrowdStrike.
Okay, so I
Windows. What was it? 362 or 326, something like that.
365.
I think so. It was something to do with that cloud service. Anything that relied on it just died.
Any Windows system, I think it was Windows 365, that was connected to CrowdStrike specifically, went down.
Yeah.
Which is funny because my sister's work.
There was a CrowdStrike outage, not a Windows outage. It was a
Yeah, my sister's work. Their entire infrastructure just died on that.
Yeah, I mean it affected like everything.
Julie said when she went to the park with a bunch of the moms from the moms group in our area, that a bunch of the dads were there, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she's like, "They all work for Microsoft, and they can't work today." So they're like, "Well, I guess I'll just go to the park."
Yeah. The funny thing also about it, which also is also sad at the same time, the people that weren't, but they also still worked for the same company, that weren't connected to the CloudStrike, they got all the work that was put on, that was on the people that were in the CloudStrike, got tossed onto them because the people that were in the CloudStrike couldn't merge.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's a lot of extra load put on them.
I mean, CrowdStrike is huge, but like they've also had things like this in the past.
And this stuff's bound to happen eventually.
They've had. I remember at least one or two that have occurred where
You would think
CrowdStrike,
they would have
where
quite
CrowdStrike had an issue, and it like what's that?
Someone's vaping.
That's me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going shush. I was like,
No.
excuse me?
No, sorry. Let me try that on the other side of my mouth when I do that. Maybe because that's away
Okay.
from the mic.
You
Okay.
would think
Yeah, let me
they
try it.
have-
So,
It's
wait,
like,
wait.
we should all be shushing.
I can still hear it.
I still. It
hear
does sound. Now I hear the shush. I didn't hear it the first time. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Varen's just like to everyone right now talking about the cloud strike. He's just going.
Goose Fraba.
You would think they would have like a redundancy option in there to immediately repeal the patch,
Yeah.
or have like a secondary backup service.
Well, you'd think, but they haven't learned from previous outages.
My,
So it's like, this is why
my
I.
experience is that there's just a lot of theater in the professional world where a lot of people like you just want to look like you have it together and then hope that you never have to be tested.
Even then, it's a cloud service, so you would think they would have backup servers ready to go with the previous version.
Again, you would think because of their
would
experience
think
with
that.
previous crashes that they would do this.
Yeah.
It's just like the simple terms. And I haven't named the
Never
proofs of this.
underestimate the hubris of man.
It's just like the meme I have of it. It's like, it was like showing about a Singapore company, airline making record profits for the year, so they gave their employees a share of the profits. While in America, hey, you made us record profits. Great. Here's some pizza.
Yeah,
Not even. It's here's a layoff.
Yeah,
the
here's a
whole
layoff.
pizza party thing in
Enjoy,
America.
enjoy the unemployment line. Thanks so much for making us the most profitable company.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, really. It's just like.
Did you hear that Blizzard developers ended up unionizing today?
Yeah, I have that as a subject for tomorrow's podcast.
That should be so interesting. The minute they leave Activision is the minute they unionize.
What's going to be
That'll
also
interesting.
what's going to be also interesting about that too is that over the course of time, if it ends up being very successful, then it will only inspire more development studios to do that very thing.
I wonder how it will affect the productivity of the teams though, because they'll obviously have like specific demands around work-life balance, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll hire more people, or the companies will try and optimize the efficiency of the teams, and if that leads to greater churn, or if it because you never really know how it's going to work in the American field, because you guys just don't have like a strong union tradition. It's going to be interesting.
I'm not really noticing like a huge expansion to the world. So if y'all know of where I need to be going and looking, let me know.
I can actually tell you that because I was just looking at the thing. The big areas, the extended regions, were the Black Trench and the Nameless Pass.
Yeah, I'm in Nameless Pass.
Yeah, those two. Ow, motherfucker! Sorry. I banged my finger on my ceiling fan. I had it on the 3rd setting, and yeah, I just completely banged my finger on the blade. So my finger.
That's a low ceiling fan.
Sloppy.
What's this? Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, no. So the patch notes read, although most of this update is focused on the Serum Crucible, there were a few places where we just couldn't help ourselves, so we've also extended some regions of the overworld, like the Black Trench and the Nameless Pass, so there's even more secrets and surprises for players to seek out and explore in those areas. So,
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
so yeah, those two are the ones there.
Yimmer, you live in New York, right?
I do.
New York
What's the-
City.
What's that thing about you guys are using now to like get rid of heat from your apartment?
It's an air conditioning unit.
Oh, it's like smaller, portable for like your winter and stuff.
I don't know. I mean, most people just use like a like an air conditioning unit in their window.
Yeah, Law says it's one tip that corporations don't want you to know is that it's easy to get record profits when you remove labor costs. Just hire robots like us at Skynet. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Yemen's brain's right now going this.
I mean, basically, I'm just like, I don't know what he's talking about. What is this?
It's fine. Did you hear Facebook Meta? Sorry, it's their Meta now. Did you hear their new AI model as open source?
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I got to do one more. This will be the last sound effect for a while. But hold on, guys. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay.
That's an old one. I haven't heard that in a long time.
No,
That's old
leave it
dial-up.
a
Yeah, the old dial-up. I miss that sound. I kind of miss that sound being relevant.
I don't.
Oh yeah, because you guys are old.
We
I'm
are.
25, but I still grew up in dial-up.
How did you grow up in dial-up?
Because I lived in a shit rural town out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
We didn't get any internet until we didn't get proper internet till around
Nothing sings like
07, 08.
What?
Yeah?
God, I think Orkney had decent internet by then too.
Yeah, no, it wasn't until about 07, 08. I want to say that we didn't get actual internet. Even then, the internet we had for years was a download of 700 kilobytes. 500 for our average, and if I was really lucky, 1 megabit.
What's an 07?
That's one of the things that it was benefit about my mom, because she worked for AT&T, and we were one of the first areas to actually get the decent internet, the DSL, and everything else. And because she was a manager, so she could help manager in engineering, so she could help lay out the lines and everything.
Yeah, my dad worked for Verizon, and we got FiOS like the year it came out in 2004. We got it in like 2006. Or
I think ours was cellular internet because it was Telus, and Telus tends to do the cellular Wi-Fi, so it bounces it off the cell towers.
Interesting.
The only internet I remember is like it taking 3 days to download one PS3 game.
I remember patching Final Fantasy 11, and it's like, all right, I'll play this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like before I finally decided to switch over to fiber, which is what I've got now, I was running around 3 megabits for my average. My download speed is now 32, a 10 times increase. That's the basic package.
What state do you live in?
I'm in Canada.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the old meme that it's another meme that I have. Kids these days won't ever have the joy of seeing the download speed of 30 days, 360 30 years, 365 days, 264 minutes, 5,000 seconds.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
remaining.
Yeah, it's I do miss dial-up in the way it was because I love that sound, but that's the only thing I miss about that is the sound of the dial-up. That's it. I don't miss that shit internet.
You played Smallstar a lot, right?
Played which?
Smallstar. You played Smallstar a lot, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've played Smallstar on the I've played it for years, ever since 2012 when it went free to play.
Yeah. Did you get the Contingency original launcher? Did you get the box where it goes minimum?
Where it would what?
So what's crazy about this, I'm jumping in, guys, is that on a different character, your progression with the different gloam seeds to feed to the vendor, it resets. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go back to farming so I can get some. I want to try to see if I can get exalted.
That's why I would like the soundboard. Originally, I had dial-up tone as the sound of death, but Yemrin was talking about it, and this would be better. This is the better sound of death now.
Yeah.
And then it just like I just made the dial-up one, dial-up phone call, dial-up phone call,
Like that
Yep.
sound, like when that used to pop up in the window and it's like Windows has encountered a fatal error or whatever. Just like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yep.
Mark asked
Do you-
in chat, how
was the
is
word.
No Rest for the Wicked? Dude, this is a great
It's
update.
great.
It's an excellent
It's-
game already.
Before this update, I can tell you the game is fantastic. It is such a great soul. It is an amazing action Souls-like.
Yes.
Action RPG Souls-like.
Yeah.
It is so good. And it actually has made me actually kind of enjoy the ARPG isometric style of camera
That's
because of
good.
the way it plays.
It does tend
And-
to ruin other isometric ARPGs, though. It's like,
Oh yeah, like in my honest opinion, I'm never playing a Diablo game again because it's not No Rest for the Wicked.
yeah.
Don't say that. I'm going to be ruined. Don't.
You will never want to play Diablo ever again.
I'm playing it
Diablo
right
4 is not that good of a game.
Yeah.
Plus also forgetting another ARPG one. There's a milestone added into it. Lost Ark.
Well, there's Lost Ark, there's Path of Exile, there's Grim Dawn. There's a bunch of action RPGs out there
That's the
that are.
other one I need to play. I need to play Grim Dawn. There's also Vulcan I need to play. What else?
I can vouch for Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn was not bad. I actually did enjoy it. It's just that for some reason I can't play multiplayer on it back on my old computer. I could probably play it now, but I couldn't play it back then. It was weird.
The only
But it is
reason
a
I
solid
play, the only reason I don't play Lost Ark is because of like the gotcha crap. And, like, you know, I dealt with Black Desert for like years. I just don't want to be told that your enhancement failed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because you don't want to say you got an amazing piece of gear. Say you've got that boss piece of gear that you farmed for 38 days. It took you a month and 8 days to get. And you're like, yes, now I'm going to upgrade this thing to the maximum level, and it's broken, and I can never use it again because because my upgrades failed too fast.
It's literally the part theme of the.
So what was your question about Soul Tour?
Yeah, do you remember the minimum download cost on the launcher?
Oh, don't get me started. That was one of the most annoying things ever. On top of the fact that the reason I like playing it on Steam is that you no longer have to worry about that stupid reorganizing download file on the launcher, the base launcher.
Is it on Steam?
It's on Steam.
When?
Couple years now?
Oh my god.
Let me quickly go look.
It's
Star
been on
Wars:
Steam.
The Old Republic.
Yeah, it's been on Steam for a long
Since
time.
I can't tell you because they have the release date as 2011. That's not when it was added to.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just gonna go download it.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's on Steam. I love it having it on Steam because you have access to the cartel coins through Steam. You have access to the subscription feature through Steam. And it's actually cheaper to buy crap through Steam than it is through the actual SWTOR page, which is insane.
Yeah, I'm definitely downloading this. Holy hell.
Right? Right? Right?
Yeah. Why have I got Next the Old Republic 2 on Ignore? That's getting added to the wish list.
But yeah, no, I have played SWTOR for years, and like I can even tell you, like the very first time my brother and I downloaded the game, because he and I are huge Star Wars fans. I remember when
it was released on Baron. It was released on Steam in July 2020.
There you go. So it's been on Steam for 4 years.
Oh, the levels themselves can also change. I did this level earlier and it had like a whole lottery thing going on it.
I'm just looking at the base the system requirements. It's like you just need 6 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm like, oh, the good old days.
Yeah. SWTOR's old now.
You need a
I've never played Path of Exile. Is that a game I need to check out?
It's
if you have a PhD, then yes.
It's good, man. It's good shit.
Path of Exile has.
I would wait for Path of Exile too.
If you're gonna play Path of Exile, Brian, be very, very careful with your chat. Because I've seen at bare minimum 7 other streamers play Path of Exile on stream, and they have gotten shouted at by their chat that you're playing the game wrong, you're upgrading your character wrong, and you're skilling up wrong.
Oh,
And
that
to the
kind
point
of
where
chat.
they quit
You meant
playing.
in-game chat. I was like, yeah, it can't be any worse than freaking.
No. Stream chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's Path of Exile's got a very divisive community, from my understanding. Is that if you don't do meta, you're not playing the game at all, and if you decide to play your way, you will get shouted out by the community for it.
It's not that as well.
Echo
It's
heal
So
sounds
it's
interesting.
basically-
I'm gonna grab this.
So it's basically another FF14 kind of deal.
Basically.
You hit a hard wall if you don't know what you're doing. So basically, a lot of people go in with a build, like a meta build in mind. But it's also a weird mentality to have. I've seen in recent RPGs where people are like, "What's an RPG? Just because I choose a build, therefore it should work." And I'm sat here going, "Well, it lets you choose the build. It doesn't mean the build's a good build."
Lost in Walmart is a great comment.
Yeah. Hello,
What was
it's
that?
Captain Horsepecker. Dude, Lost is so
The character that Brian was interacting with.
I
earlier.
hear
Oh.
exactly right.
But
Oh, no, they got it. Ah, nuts.
I personally like playing a RPG or an open world game where it gives you a comprehensive big skill tree that is like, okay, have fun. Pick what you want, do what you want to do, have fun with the game. I love that because it lets you really branch out, try different things, and figure out how to play the game your way. And more often than not, you can get through the game playing it your way. Yes, there are the optimal meta builds that will launch more rapidly and efficiently clear stuff, but it's about having fun with the game. And if you get fun from doing a meta build, do a meta build. But if you're not, play the game your way and have fun that way. That's always the way I say it. Because I could care less about game reviews, no offense, Brian.
You're good.
I could care less about reviewers. Because honestly, until you get your hands on the game yourself and play it for yourself and form your own opinion around that, why listen to other people?
Oh, I'm
The
the
best
opposite.
review is the first.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want a game which basically says, do what you want, and then it gives me a challenge, and that basically puts me in a friction situation, and then I can learn the game based on that friction point. More like old school game design that way. Whereas I feel like a lot of the newer games which are, oh yeah, anything goes, I despise. Like it's too boring for me.
so you know the
it's
phrase.
just like what Brian's famous comment that he always says. Endgame is where you make your path. It's not necessarily you hitting the max level. You can start it off at level 1.
For me,
Well, I mean,
Endgame-
the Crucible is kind of our end game right now in No Rest.
Yeah.
And so, if your build is having issues in No Rest, change it up. Or really understand and how to use the movement and the way that the game plays to your advantage.
I mean, you know the expression, reject modernity, embrace tradition?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like reject the meta, embrace the fun.
Yeah. Yep.
The problem is
we're
that
not having fun.
Hey.
Like, what are we
Why are you
doing?
playing the game?
the problem
Well,
isn't.
I do think that we've seen with the fact that like video games can be monetized, we have seen the rise of like sweaty guys who are like, yeah, I gotta get good and because I want to be the best and I want to, whatever. I want to play video games for a living.
The problem isn't that meta exists. The problem is the experimentation and journey to meta has been outsourced to the internet. So you're not playing the game and running what's the best choice. You're going to YouTube and typing in best build for this,
Yeah.
and then it gives you like a ton of builds.
Well,
So it's
and
not
then-
saying
Yeah.
here's the tree, go learn the tree. It's saying, well, I'm not going to bother learn the tree. I'm just going to go to someone who's simulated it 10,000 times. So then they keep it. It's like WoW, right? WoW, it's like, I don't think WoW would work without a simulator. And I'm like, that's the wrong idea to have. Because you're meant to go in and you're meant to experiment, find out what's best for different types of situations. And that's where the fun is, right? And you learn that from the friction points. And then I hear a lot of the higher end raiders like, I love it when a new MMO is out, but there's no knowledge. And I'm like, yeah, but it's the very same people.
It is an unsolved mystery, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's-
And see, that's the thing. It's like having that. Oh, I love having the new MMO. Yeah, you do, because you like to either wait when that new MMO comes out, wait for the meta guys to come in and find the best build, best gear, best stats, all that, or you like to just dip your toe in it and then drop it because it's not your kind of MMO. Because
What
a
does-
lot of
one thing to say about like meta builds and stuff for one of the games that kind of destroys all meta builds because the gunplay and stuff. Destiny 2.
Destiny doesn't get
That's a good one to go off of because people have their meta builds based around the gun and they release those YouTube videos, and each time that a new gun comes out, you have all different people saying this is a meta build, this is a meta build with this gun, and it's like Bungie then goes, "Hi guys, here's a new gun. Let's destroy your meta."
yeah,
Yeah,
but here's also the other
yeah.
thing is that
Quite
with those guns, you have to get the right rolls on the gun with the stats in order for it to be a meta build gun. Because say it's, for example, say the Ace of Spades dropped as a gun, right? You can get multiple copies of the Ace of Spades by killing enemies. And somebody's like, "Oh, the Ace of Spades, cool! I have the Ace of Spades." Somebody looks at it, why are you using that trash gun? What do you mean? It's the Ace of Spades. It's a meta build gun. No, it's not. Its stats are completely wrong. What are you talking about? It's the Ace of Spades. Every build I've looked at says that it's the best gun in the game. No, it's not, unless you have this stat, this stat, this stat, and this stat at this specific value. Then it's a meta build gun. Otherwise, it's just a garbage gun. It has to have this, otherwise it's a garbage gun.
That's another thing too. What's the factor of Destiny 2 guns is that their range, per item, per gun, per roll is always different too. You can have a gun that has 100% stability, but the next roll, same gun, can only have 80 on it.
Yeah. Well, I think legendaries like that, like exotics, are freaking like that's the one thing I don't like in the First Descendant is that the ultimate weapons, which are basically the equivalent of exotics, have rolls, have stat.
Yeah.
rolls.
I'm just going to be brutally honest.
Stat rolls have perk rolls, and I don't like that at all. I also thought it was. I think unique weapons like those should not have
randomized rolls. They should have.
Should not have
fixed
randomized rolls.
stats.
They should have fixed rolls. They should have like every single Ace of Spades should be exactly the same.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's what I think, and the fact that they don't do that is dumb.
Because they're uniques. They are exactly as they said, exotics, uniques. They're only one of a kind. You shouldn't be able to get a second and third one that are, one is slightly better at damage, one is slightly better at range. That's impossible. They should be a fixed stats.
They should be perfect at one thing, not trying to like shoehorn them into different roles.
Now, let's see. Like, I could literally just type in like the Destiny database and find out the meta. Like that's
I'll be right back. Gotta go shower. Ready for work.
All right.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm looking up right now I'm looking up stuff for the First Descendant because there's the Descendant I really like that I'm like, okay, how should I build out for like ability power? And it's just like, well, you should do crit rating, and I'm just like, well, that's not where I was going, but okay, I understand.
Oh, God, it is amazing, dude. It is truly worth the wait.
For what?
The update. We waited like 2 months for, more content, and it's like, yeah, dude.
Well, now they need to give us multiplayer.
Yeah, that's the question is that like when do we expect that coming? Because originally, I believe maybe multiplayer was what they were targeting for the July update, but we'll see if and when that happens.
Yeah, because the early access launch, update 1 was supposed to be multiplayer. Update 2 was the breach, and update 3 and on was the further update.
That's why
Crucible was not on the
when
on
I
the
talk about
roadmap.
them, I always talk about them in terms of milestone update as opposed to like the specific number, because this is patch number 3, but update, you know, and they called it in the notes update 1.
Major
So it's
update,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
So, I don't know. In my honest opinion, I think that they could have handled the communication a lot better. But at the bare minimum, at least they're not Team Cherry.
I don't know what you mean by either of those.
Hollow Knight
guys.
Silk Song.
Oh, okay.
Why? What happened to Hollow Knight?
There has been no information about the game in close to 2 years now, I think.
Has it been that long?
Hollow Knight is 8 years old? No. Is it really that old? Oh, I feel like a boomer.
You are a boomer.
I'm not. Okay, just because I'm closer to being a boomer than you are, doesn't make me
I'm
a
not even a
boomer.
boomer. I'm a millennial.
Gimrin,
Yeah.
7 years old.
Oh, good gracious.
See, you sound like a boomer already. Good gracious.
Oh, great googling.
On the point of like the meta thing, the problem with the social
I mean-
game is that the social nature of the game enforces the meta, especially on people who haven't had the time to experiment. So you just bash back people who are over fun and say, well, it's endgame now, boyo.
Yeah.
If you want to team up with us, you need this, 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 and this, and if you don't have it, too bad. I remember Destiny 1, what you needed was Splinter Cell, Galahorn, you know, a lot Thorn was another one, and you just kept going, you know, if you wanted to get in this raid, you needed this, and a lot of the time, the weapons were from the raid themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I actually applaud Yoshi P in 14 with the Blue Mage, because that is the exact mindset that was going to come from it. Hell, it even does happen now with the higher tier Blue Mage stuff, is that if you don't have specific Blue Mage spells in the Party Finder stuff for Blue Mage, you know, running quests, you can't do the content because they will not let you because you don't have those Blue Mage spells.
But the only way
Oh,
around that
okay.
is...
There we go.
Yeah.
That was a great question. So Ducky says, what does the Echo Heal do? So I unlocked Echo Heal. And then I was like, what is it? Like, because I was like, does it mean I get health on when Echo Pickup? And no, I can now choose to heal 20% by spending 40. So that's just the ability to kind of recover my life. So if you're running short on food and whatnot, that is essentially kind of the strategy there. So that's cool.
No, the only way I see around the whole meta thing, if you want to truly experiment, is to find a guild of basically similar minded players.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brian.
That's the only way to do
I
it.
got stuck in a
Brian.
corner. Yeah,
Those guys
Brian.
are really, those types
You
of
never
groups are hard.
corner yourself.
I didn't
Brian.
mean to corner myself.
Brian.
Those types of
Disappointed.
like I get like I agree, Val, but those types of groups are hard to find.
Yeah, they really are. I think though,
Like aside from me, like I'm the only one I know who just like does whatever. Maybe Brian too, but like
I do whatever the fuck I want in a
Yeah.
MMO or whatever. Like I
That's
really could
fine.
care less. The
People-
only time I'll care about a meta is it's like, okay, it's like looking at Final Fantasy 14. Like I do kind of enjoy looking at the stats to see, you know, meta wise, what class is, like, of the tanks, who's doing the best this expansion, of the DPS, who's doing the best. Like that's the only thing I ever care about looking at, because I find it very interesting. Because back during Endwalker, in terms of the damage output, Gunbreaker was at the top, and I thought that was interesting because Warrior in the last expansion was beating the other ones by a huge margin, but during Endwalker, Gunbreaker was winning only by 200 points of damage compared to the other two tanks.
yeah.
Because screw Dark Knight can go die in a hole where it belongs, because it's Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Dark Knight is always
I-
lost.
Dark
Dark
Knight.
I think Dark Knight is cool only in terms of like the fact that it has a giant sword. That's about it. Like, other
if
than
Dark
that,
Knight, if the Dark Knight class played like the old school Dark Knight, like where it sacked HP to do a lot of big abilities, that would make Dark Knight a lot cooler than what it is. Because right now, my problem with Dark Knight is it feels slow when you use its ability. Which is funny because the GCD is on a, what is it, 2-second timer?
2.5.
2.5? That 2.5 second timer, like even with that 2.5 second timer, like none of the other, like Gunbreaker feels fast, Warrior feels kind of okay, and Paladin feels quick as well. But for some reason, when I'm playing Dark Knight, it feels so slow.
Big double leaving.
No, just going through its normal 1-2-3 combo, it feels slow. Because of the way he's swinging, the Dark Knight swings the greatsword, it just feels so slow.
I have a grace period with people. If you're new, I'm happy to take you through it. Chanting stuff, gems, sockets, whatever you call them, you know, potions, that type of thing. Happy to do all that. I don't care what class you use as long as you do all that, you know. But the minute you're just like, oh, I'm not going to do my pots, I'm not going to do sockets, I'm not going to do any of this, it's the minute I'm just not going to play with you. I'm just not wasting my time. If you're not going to put in the bare minimum, I'm just not going to be bothered. You know, just different play styles, different priorities.
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to take Diablo for example. Like when it comes to doing the sockets, I like to do skulls and I like to do topaz. Those are the ones I like doing. I like to do topaz in my weapon for the basic attack speed because I typically tend to do basic attack builds where I rely entirely on the basic attack for its main damage.
Thanks for the sub, Pablo.
Skulls are
armor.
Skulls are armor? I thought they were lifesteal.
Pablo, dude, this game is amazing. I have been head over heels with this game since I stepped into it back in the first day one of early access, and it's just like, obviously you can see my content is really kind of has a main shift in focus and just kind of covering this game. Honestly, just a true joy to play.
Armor is green with thorns.
Armor is what?
Armor's greens with thorns. Skulls is lifesteal and death.
That's what I thought.
But
I thought skulls did armor on, because I know diamonds do all resistances on your ring.
Diamonds, so each one has a resistance to attach to it. So for example,
yeah, but diamonds give you all resistance.
Yeah, let me just go into it. I
I thought skulls gave armor.
Not that I'm aware of. I always use them for life
just
steal.
I'm just going into the other stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the bloody new vendors? Okay,
yeah,
so
no, after
Ruby. So here it is. So rubies are overpower damage. Their armor's 2% maximum life, so they just give you extra life, and they have fire resistance. Amethyst is damage over time. It gives you 20 strength and shadow resistance. Emerald is
Alright, one second, guys.
Threats, dexterity, poison.
I'm jumping in. Pablo asks, I don't want to play it till it's completed. Is that a good idea? Honestly, if you don't like early access games, if you want a full, complete experience, it's a perfectly fine and reasonable idea, Pablo. However, if you want to pick up the game most likely at a discount and maybe even have a feel for, the direction, it goes in terms of various different adjustments, that's what early access personally is for. But I highly recommend it. However, if you're somebody who's like, because like the people I've talked to who've been just into this game as much as I have, and more so because they have more time to play, they have 300 plus hours already off of what the game currently offers. And that's not even counting this new update. So they have gotten, I would say, their money's worth in the game. But there's nothing wrong with waiting. I'd encourage you though I think they might even be on sale for 20% off right now. I don't know.
Give me a second, I can check for you. I'm waiting for it to download.
Yeah, see if that sale is still going on.
Yep, it's until August 8th, it is 20% off.
So there's I think you're also like, I think when the game does come out, it probably is going to have a higher price point, but I don't know. Anything can change.
So Baron, you're correct. If you apply it to a weapon, it's +3 on the life on kill. If you apply a skull to armor, you get 4.5 percent healing received. And if you apply it to jewelry, you get 70 just flat armor bonus.
Yep. Okay, so I was right.
You are right.
So,
yeah.
So what my builds had typically tended to do was with my main weapon, I would put topazes in my main weapon. I would put skulls in my accessories, and then I would put typically some rubies and I think a couple of emeralds. What do emeralds do in armor again?
I think it's poison resistance. But not actually jewelry. It will. I hate it because my gems are no longer in my inventory, so I have gems first.
That's okay.
Okay. Let's check. So emerald is jewelry, poison. It's just plus dexterity. It's just,
okay, so then it would have been depending on what class I was playing. But I typically tended to just do rubies in my armor because it gave me extra health.
Let's see, where they... Yeah, it's just 2% maximum health.
Yeah, I just typically tended to do rubies in my armor, so it was just topaz, skulls, and rubies. Although I did eventually get around to doing a couple, just a mix of skulls and diamonds because they give
To be fair, diamond might be better for armor because it's 4% barrier generation.
That would be really good on certain classes that generate barrier on their
Like,
attacks.
for Monster, it would be pretty easy on some of that. Or you can do
yeah, no. On a Necro, it was broken back in the Vampire season.
Yeah, you could do it pretty well if you're hit, and then with an aspect where you're hit and effectively generate a barrier at that point. Or you could do it with one of the uniques.
Rippled focus gain. Okay, I need chat to weigh in on this. So, Dark Fuse is a perk that says focus gain tripled for the first 30 seconds of a chamber, but halved after. Let me know if you think I should take it or I should just re-roll on the perks. We'll
I'll read it again.
Hold on a second. Its focus gain is tripled for the first 30 seconds of the chamber, and then halved after.
I'd re-roll it.
I'm curious to try it out.
Yeah, well, actually, if you're not reliant on your weapon skills, grab it.
Damn.
Because you can spam it in your first bit, but then afterward, you can't really rely on it.
Alright, what do you think of the new PoE season?
I don't play Path of Exile.
Oh.
Oh, son of a gun.
It's basically a builder, dude.
That was tough.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll be
half
back.
after is no bueno, but that's why it's a curse thing. It's like you wanna rush that. And 30 seconds can be a long time, especially if you're just like filled with focus. Like you can like just dominate. If I see that one pop up again, I'm gonna grab it.
Now, I will say this, like, I know that Beastmaster is coming to 14.
Yeah, I would anticipate much later in the expansion. So
I'm thinking
we'll know
patch
about 8.0.
0.3.
More about 8.0 when we see Beastmaster.
I'm thinking 0.3 is what we'll do. 7.3, I think, is...
Oh, you think
is
of 0.3? That would be ideal.
I'm thinking 0.3 at the bare minimum. I can't see it coming at 0.1 or 0.2, but I can see it at patch 3. Or at the latest, 8.x. When 8.0 comes out. I'm thinking when 8.0 comes out, the new expansion maybe. At the latest.
Oh.
And my personal thought, I think that Beastmaster's gonna play like a kind of Pokemon class, where you can capture anything from the primals to a Malboro to a Quirrell to a Mandragora as a pet, and then they each have their own, specialities. Malboro could be a tank, Sri Lakshmi could be a healer. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be like. Maybe I'm wrong. That's my thoughts on it.
Who's mine?
Yeah. I have literally no clue what the heck they're going to do. It is interesting that they are doing another limited job.
Yeah, I'm actually excited that they are, because I was like, the problem with a limited job Blue Mage is that it's the only one of its kind. So there's nothing, like, imagine now you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna do limited job run of Beastmaster and Blue Mage, and then honestly, I wish every job in Final Fantasy 14 had a limited version, so that you would, you know, like you'd have like ultimate freedom in how you do your build, and it just isn't matchmaking, you know, or they do a matchmaking limited version. I don't know.
A limited roulette.
Because when you go and play the PvP, you're like, oh, these jobs feel actually, I feel the identity in PvP, and I don't feel it as much as
Or could you imagine if say the limited jobs for the base jobs were just their PvP versions?
Yeah.
Like doing like that would be kind of cool. Could you imagine going through a dungeon, or even just doing a trial fight? Like say take Zodiac for example. And he does his big attack, and you're playing as Viper, who has the counter guard. Viper, guard, counter attack. You know, that'd be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of cool. Or even Dragoon with his lifesteal, like, oh no, I just got hit with a tank buster. Okay, I'm healed up. You know, like that would be kind of cool. As a kind of limited roulette, you run the limited roulette, you run the PvP profile of your respective job, and you can do it with while partied up with a Blue Mage and a Beastmaster. Like that would be kind of cool. It'd be a way to make, you know, the regular classes kind of interact with Blue Mages outside of, you know, going into a party finder for a low level content and a Blue Mage pops in. Because they happen to need
still
the.
Seems quiet. Can you hear the chatters, Solomon?
Got real quiet in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. 1 second. The video is
Sorry, I sneezed.
Oh, good. All right, I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom, and I need to let my stuff charge, and I need to run to the post office. Because apparently, I got asked to go to the post office, and I never did. I never got the message, or the telling that I need to go to the post office. So, fantastic to know about that. So I got to let my stuff charge up, and so I'll be back in, I don't know, a bit if you guys are still here. I don't know how long you're streaming for.
I don't know. Until I get tired.
Fair enough. All right, I'll be back later.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, Brian. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Hey, very good, actually. It's, So, I saw your videos about the patch and all that.
Yeah,
You got
dude.
everything, lots of, you know, it always makes me want to start again, but I'm waiting for like new weapons and stuff.
Yeah. I think it's fair. I tell you though, the Crucible update is really fun.
Sweet? Is it sweet?
Yeah. I haven't exalted any weapons yet, so it definitely is like, hey, you got to work towards it. They're not handing out any updates here.
Gotcha.
How's it going, man?
Hey, hello. Man from Scotland.
And you're from Brazil, right? Am I getting that?
Correct. Yeah. It's just I should actually put my real name here.
It's up to you.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Well,
Unless
I think
it,
Brazuca
especially
is
if it's
also
something
very-
embarrassing like Ephraim.
No, actually, my name is basically unpronounceable for Native English speakers.
And for me,
Oh, that's
like
good.
in 10 times that, because it's like, what?
Yeah, it's because
Okay.
my family is. My name is very, very Italian, like root Italian, like old Italian.
Italian, yes.
I was gonna say, what is it, like aho aho or something? Like,
No, you know what helped in later years is when I was younger, when I first moved to the U.S., nobody could pronounce my name. But then an Italian designer came into prominence. His name was Armani, right? And you got clothing, right? There's this guy, and he became kind of famous.
yeah.
Well, my name has the same kind of phonetics as his name. Like what was hard for the Americans was the R and the ending. So my name is Ihnan. And in Italian, his name is Ahman. It's the same thing, just changed 2 letters. So
Okay.
So you
in
really
English-
tell me that you were like a trust fund baby for like a fashion designer?
Oh no, I'm actually. So my name in my American friends try call me Ernani. Those that don't try just call me E.
So it's
Call you
Arhan.
that?
First initial.
Call you E, is what you said?
Yeah, because it's the first initial of my first name.
Uh-huh.
Call you,
I mean,
can I
it's
call
very
you
easy
Ernie?
to pronounce, right?
Ernie.
Ernie?
No,
Ernie
don't call
from
me
Sesame
Ernie. Come on.
Ernie
why?
from Sesame Street?
You know why not? Because Ernie is actually abbreviation for Ernest, and in Portuguese and Italian there is a name for that. It's Ernesto,
And next.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So my name is not Ernesto. My name is Hernani, and there's really no equivalent in English.
Hernani.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Somebody just pronounced it correctly.
Hernani.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. All you gotta do is remember
I just-
It's not
Armani.
hard. It's not hard.
I just
It
want
is.
to. I just want to call you.
Guy,
But once Armani came on, then it became easy for me to teach people. But before, it was, man, I've been called Ernane, Ernie, Ernana, whatever. I mean, Americans are very creative.
Oh, you have an
But-
E at
but
the
what
end
about-
of your name.
But what about this? When every time you come in, we just say this.
Yeah. I haven't heard Japanese in a long time. Can you speak in Japanese, or is that just a
I
man?
was just making noise.
Oh, that's good.
It's a sound effect.
I
Kind
don't
of like
speak
one of
Japanese.
kind of like Brian's favorite one for me.
His name is John Cena.
I love it.
Gotcha. But it is what it is. Names, like my sisters, because of that, they name their kids in ways that it's the same in English, Portuguese, and Italian, right?
Probably smart.
Yeah, like Julia, it's pronounced the same and it's
Yeah.
written the same. It's so different, but and Bella, very easy, right?
Yeah.
Same in Italian, same in Portuguese, same in English.
That's boring.
My nephew is called Lucas. Just can we pronounce it just the same?
Dude, my entire family is either named Peter, Luke, John. It's just Catholic saints.
Well, my nephew is called Peter, but in Portuguese, Pedro.
It's all just saying the same line in Europe at this point. Unless you've got like one of like the really old like school names from like the Middle Ages, like Bruce, Angus,
Angus makes me
Angus-
think of steak.
Exactly.
Yeah,
where I
you know.
live in Brazil, it's the only
Where's
place
the
with
beef?
great Angus cattle. It's the only place
Alexander, William.
we eat a lot of it here because Brazil's very warm, right? Very hot. But here, where I live specifically, is the coldest place in Brazil. So here, people we have vineyards, and we have Angus cattle, and we have lots of European fruits that
You have Angus cattle.
we do a lot of.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Angus beef.
I know, but how are they surviving with all the fuck?
Isn't that what they're called in English? Angus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Angus is a type of beef, yeah.
Okay, good.
But
Which, by the
but
way,
it's not something like it's not something you.
I got into another.
There's different types of beef. I guess.
Yes, no. Brazil's the second largest cattle raiser. Australia's first. if I'm not mistaken. Right?
I think
We
it's
eat a
Texas.
lot of meat. It's just kind of modern age. Where
So what's the average temperature where you live? Because the Angus cows do have a bit of like they do have a bit of a fur coat.
okay, the rest of Brazil right now would be about 25 degrees Celsius.
Oh, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but where I am right now is 14 Celsius.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, that's actually really good.
You're further south.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're like closer to the. So it's actually winter for you.
Exactly. The rest of Brazil is just a mild autumn, right? It's a little bit colder in autumn, but we get the full seasons here, like you do in the U.S. or like in places where you have, you know.
Well, in places in the U.S., not all of them do.
Yeah, not all. In Texas, not so much, right, Ryan?
In Missouri, we have 12 seasons. We don't have 4. We don't have 2. We have 12.
Okay, that's what that means. Jump right to this.
Yeah, Scotland's dark for about 9 months of the year, where it rains, and then you've got your 4 days of summer.
1 second, I'm getting
4
Yeah, I
days of
learned
summer.
apparently there are a lot of people who in Scotland who think rain is just like a ubiquitous thing.
It may as well be.
And
It just
like,
rains.
what the hell?
It rains a lot in the whole of the Isles, right? The British Isles.
The West Coast is significantly worse than everywhere else.
Oh, okay.
And it's just because of the positions. Like, if you're in the south, you're going to get hit by weather from, like, you know, the Mediterranean, which will cause, like, a heat wave every few years.
Okay.
If you're living in the north, you're going to be much more subject to weather from, like, countries such as Russia, that type of stuff. So it can get really cold. But if you're on the west, you're on the Atlantic. So it's just rain. Like, all the time. I think the wettest city in the UK is Cardiff, which
Who
is
was
Wales.
it said? Was it like Churchill that said that the British weather made British people? Something like that?
You mean it makes them depressed, yeah.
No, I meant resilient.
Oh, no, it makes them depressed. Not just
I thought of it as a
Makes them a
compliment.
very unhappy people.
Are they?
The amount of complaining
Oh, no, that's
about
just the
everything. No, it's complaint.
No, I mean like I just know it as a meme. I don't know if it's actually
Oh,
accurate.
dude, then if your people complain a lot, then you feel right at home in Argentina and Brazil. They're like they are the very best complainers on the planet. Never seen anything like it.
But
They
I could
just
put
gotta
the British.
pride.
I could put the British population as having a complaint about something.
It's too bright up here.
Exactly.
I don't know what it's like in the U.S. now, but that's one thing I know. Actually, when I lived in
people
New
would
York, not
complain all
so
the time?
much. No, because the Texans were very resilient. They're not complainers. They just you know, either go and do something, and somebody else do it. No complaining.
No, I always got the opinion the Americans were very positive. They were very charismatic.
New Yorkers used to be resilient. I remember COVID happened. And they all just
Really? Is that what you? But when I studied there, it was already beginning to be a bit of a, how do I say this? You know, Hawaiian culture. I saw that a lot in school. And
No, they do complain. But like New Yorkers used to be very like we used to complain, but we also would just like power through things.
Yeah.
Now it's just like complain. Like New Yorkers have lost their edge.
I feel like it
Now
was
they're
much
now they're just
That-
now they're just assholes.
That breaks my
Yeah.
heart. Are you sure? 'Cause,
I
love.
do have to agree.
After like New Yorkers used to be a lot more rebellious. They used to be a lot more like party and just like yeah we can do this. Now it's just like after COVID, just the whole like most of the state changed. It's just not the same.
I think it's the same in the UK a lot because the sense of community has kind of just disappeared recently. Like, well, recently, roughly in the last 30 years. Like, a lot of communities are just absolutely destroyed now. A lot of people don't feel safe anymore in those communities. A lot of people go to specific communities
You alright,
anymore.
Brian?
I just fell off a ledge. I thought I was having a good run.
It happens, Brian. It happens to the best of
And
us.
I failed. I was like, I did my spin. I was like, wait, why am I falling down? I was. Oh.
You were Brian. You just unleashed your inner dragoon or red mage.
Yes. Got a floor tank.
Red Mage.
Got a
Wait,
floor
is
tank.
Red Mage the same? Does Red Mage have the same reputation as?
No, but they are fond of jumping off the edge of displacement.
Oh, that's true.
What
So Brian is playing No Rest for the Wicked, but Dragoon and Red Mage are from Final Fantasy 14.
Ah, okay.
I'm playing the First Ascendant.
And I'm playing Diablo 4.
I'm playing
You just
those.
like hanging out and playing games. That's what this
Yeah, well, I actually have a couple of Discords. Yeah, if you guys ever want to hear Brazilians talk, most of them speak English.
Oh yeah,
I
sure.
find
I'd say about 100% of them. I'll send you an invite next time I'm on.
I would say in terms of the community stuff in the UK, especially in the smaller towns, a lot of it's kind of just dissolved because the church is dissolved in the UK. So like a lot of the social community events were funded and done by the church. So as their funding's dried up, as things like that's dried up, you don't really get that. I mean, I grew up in the Boys Brigade, which is basically like the Scottish Church's version of the Scouts.
Oh,
But
okay. I was going to ask what was that.
that is, even that's getting less members now and things like that. And a lot of the, we have in the Scottish Church, the minister usually gets a manse, which is kind of like a house. It takes care of the grounds, that type of stuff, and it's in the centre of the village. And that's where all the events would be held and things like that. The pub was
Does
usually
Scotland
right
have,
next to the church.
like a lot of villages, or
It's 15 cities, and the rest of it is villages. But Scotland is quite
I've
a
been to Ireland and Glasgow.
Ireland.
I went
Yeah.
to visit.
Can I make a small little plug in here, going back to the weather topic, because I actually found me.
Go.
Brian can contend to this because he's just a state away from me. The back to the season's topic that we had just a few minutes ago.
Go on, go on.
Where I live in Missouri, and we have 12 seasons. Winter, full spring, second winter, spring of deception, third winter, colony, actual spring, summer, Hell's Front Porch, fall, second summer, actual fall.
What's spring of deception?
Where it's nice and cool and everything else, and it's right temperature, but then it turns back to freezing hell.
Oh, okay, so it's bad.
Is it that cold there?
It can get that cold, yes. We don't have 4 seasons where we live at in the Midwest. We have 12.
I'm
Right.
going to check the map where Missouri's at. It's south.
Nope, right smack dab in the middle of the country.
You know what? I got the Harriers in the set as well.
Howdy,
Hello.
how?
USA. I can hear you. If you put America on Google Maps and it shows all the continents, which is correct. Oh, I see. Northern Arkansas.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I've driven from Houston to Tampa and then Orlando and then north all the way to New York.
Law says don't forget the season of pollen.
Is there? Do you have that?
Yeah, the season of pollen, which is my worst nightmare because allergic to pollen, puffy eyes, closed eyes.
It is.
So what question were you going to say on Annie about Scotland?
Because see, Brazil, obviously, but
Yeah.
we have my home state, which is huge. It's the third largest, I think. We have a lot of big cities, but we have
Yeah.
a ton of small towns, like 10,000, 15,000, 50. I'm actually from a city that's 50,000
Yeah.
or something. But there's a lot of 10,000, 15,000. You have that a lot? Or is it
It's
far
50,
in between?
50 cities, mainly around the coast. What further north and closer in the Highlands, The rest of it is just villages. Like other than Glasgow, Aberdeen, and Edinburgh, the rest of the cities are probably less than 75,000 people.
That one chamber that I just did is the hardest chamber that I've currently played outside the Echo Knight.
I got my stick idea from that. I haven't played in a while.
I don't think this is my longest stream ever, but you can usually tell how I enjoy the game by like how long the stream goes.
How is backstage?
I haven't played it this week because I've been more or less focused on work, but I'm
Oh,
really looking forward to the updates.
I have a technical question.
Go ahead. I'm having a hard time hearing. I haven't.
Okay, the thing is, for me, I'm getting a lot of contrast when, especially when I'm like early. The beach, there's Mariner's Keep and then there's Gallows, right? I get a lot if my weapon is like either cold or flames. You get the game becomes really hard to see. I have to reduce a lot of the contrast. You guys get that?
No, I haven't seen that problem.
What's your monitor?
I have a Acer Predator. Yay.
What's the? Does it have HDR or anything like that?
I'm pretty sure it does, but you know, I'm not a big techie guy, so I don't know how to look that up.
You can type HDR into your Windows action bar, pop up. You may want to check if it has an HDR version, in a sense, like setting that you haven't put on,
Okay.
where it basically makes everything more colorful than it really should be.
Oh, actually, you're talking about the menu on the monitor, because
Yes, the menu on the monitor. Sometimes if you go into settings and you see all the different profiles, sometimes it'll have like a HDR mode where it'll basically just enhance everything.
Okay.
And I did that for World of Warcraft, and it basically gave me a migraine for Bastion because it was just too bright.
Okay, I'll fiddle around with this. Call. Thanks, mate. Let me ask you guys another technical question. A couple of my friends are using OLED TVs as monitors.
Yep.
And you guys do that?
It's fine as long
Is it
as
good?
It depends. It's fine as long as the response time is good, at which a lot of TVs have game modes for, but it also depends on the refresh rate of your TV, because that'll bottleneck.
Wait.
Totally right. My refresh rate on my TV is Walmart flat screen. You know, I definitely have to mess around with games.
All right.
And I don't know. Some makes all that.
Well, I was. Well, go ahead.
But yeah, it's cheaper. It was a cheaper option before. I was using the 100 inch projector, had a projector, and I was using that screen. And I was like, well, hell.
What's the refresh rate on your TV?
But ideally, it would be more than that, right?
You want somewhere around 120 to 140. That's
Yeah,
ideal.
The TV all my friends have is a LG C3 47
LG's usually
OLED
good.
gaming, whatever.
The face cam. 1 second. Let me fix that. I'm on 4. It says 4. You know, like because I had to restart.
I would say to you though, I would just recommend a 144 hertz LG monitor. Actually, I wouldn't even say LG monitor, because a lot of them are really cheap these days. For basically what is not sure if it's OLED, but you could probably just get a 144 hertz monitor that could probably do 1440p at really good rates.
I like that.
Yeah, this one is, I think it's 4K and whatnot, and it's OLED. That's what I wanted because I just bought like a month ago an OLED TV for my living room.
Yeah.
And wow, it's a different thing, man.
I would check Sony as well because they had a range a few years back. I think that was designed for PS5, so that may have better response time for gaming.
Okay.
But Samsung may also have good options there as well.
What I found out in Brazil, I don't know where you guys are at, but in Brazil, the OLED TVs are a whole lot cheaper than the monitors.
Yeah.
I mean, I can buy a 43-inch OLED TV, and it's less than a 27-inch monitor.
It'll be due to economies of
limited,
scale.
or I heard somebody say Brian, and I don't know. Like maybe I'm having a hard time hearing somebody here in the voice chat.
No.
Yeah, limited sounds.
Are we removing their concentration?
No, your guys are fine. I was just like, wait a minute. Limited, yeah. Can you, I'm just turning up limited. Can you say something?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. I'm sorry if you've said.
Oh,
anything.
nice.
I just couldn't hear you.
Right. No, yeah, not yet. No, I was...
I don't know why. I don't know. I just knew it was being weird for you, but it was. I was like, all right, because all of a sudden I just heard this soft. I heard this soft like Brian, and I was like, wait. Wait, what's up? So I hear
limited. Don't worry. The only thing that Brian can actually hear almost all the time is that controller support is
overrated.
Asco says, "Am I mistaken? Was multiplayer not supposed to drop with this update?" They communicated, and if you're brand new to the channel, no worries because we've covered this a couple of videos. They communicated that multiplayer isn't a part of this update, and they will be updating the roadmap for us. They decided to go ahead and focus in on the Crucible, I guess, in terms of just like adding in more replayability, trying to give off a closer vision to what they want the Crucible to be as well. So, like, all in all, that is, I think, probably going to end up, like, I know people are looking for more story and more zones, and all that is coming, but I think the multiplayer update, which I did estimate was going to be out in July, I did gift out the members on the, not the last stream, but like the stream in which they announced that the multiplayer update was not going to be included in this update specifically. So as soon as we get news on the update for multiplayer, I will be sure to let you guys know in video. So just keep it locked to the channel, and you will be up to date as soon as we know when it's coming. So there is apparently an interview the devs did today. So I need to go give that a listen. Who knows? I wonder if that's where we're going to get some new information.
So on the point about OLED screens, it actually takes a few months to actually build an OLED screen, believe it or not. They're really hard to make. I knew this because we ended up running for a shortage during COVID.
Okay.
So chances are it's cheaper either because they build them in your country, or there's some economies of scale thing happening there where more people in your country are buying OLED TVs than OLED monitor. There you go. So it's probably regional pricing there where it's just cheaper.
Okay, can I go completely off the subject? I'm going to enjoy the fact that I have a lot of people from America and Europe here. What do you guys normally eat for dinner? Like family dinner? Like every day?
Depends.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Beef.
Chicken?
Yeah, so my wife will do, like some kind of chicken. So, chicken leg, chicken breast, chicken thigh.
Yeah, that's very big on the South, right? I remember that from my time.
Yeah, we'll also do pasta. We do a lot of pasta in my house. And,
do you guys? I know you have a lot of kids, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mac and cheese, baby, for the win.
That is very Brazilian of you, right? Having 6 kids.
Yeah, I got
you. Yeah, you're busy, half man. Brazilian right there, man.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyways, go ahead. I want to hear you guys because I'm making dinner tonight. Totally without it.
What are you making? Dude, I tell you though, Brazilian cheese bread is so good.
That's native from my state, actually. Thank you very much. I'm very happy about that. But I can't eat anymore because everywhere I go, people offer me this because I'm no longer living in my state, right?
Oh, yeah.
And when they find out, the first thing they do is they make Brazilian cheese bread to give me. As if I hadn't eaten that like my whole life.
Right? Would you like some Brazilian cheese bread? You're like, I just finished.
You gotta try our country staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious actually, right? My home state is the one with the largest cuisine variety because of we had the Portuguese, we had the Germans, and the Italians, and the slaves, and the Indians, all in this huge ass state. And so you have a lot of different cuisines mixed together. I'm actually making tonight a bean dish with, oh my god, minced meat.
Oh,
and,
sure.
Oh, chop meat. Okay.
Not chili, for Christ's sakes, please, because you know.
No, it's a chop meat.
Similar.
I actually
to, like,
love chili, but it's not what
ham
I'm
bean
making.
soup. Yeah, like ham bean soup kind of thing. You know, any kind of meat. You know, you pretty much do
Yeah.
a bean soup with. Yeah.
But you know, the Brazilian twist into that is that we put, oh my god, how do you say that flour, mandioca? Name.
Thicken
Hang
it
on.
up.
Cornstarch.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Thicken it up.
Yeah.
How do you say this in English?
So for us,
Cassava. Is that correct? Or manioc. Have you guys heard of that?
I don't know.
It's a
what you're talking
root
about.
like potato, right?
Okay.
I know it's native to South America, but it's been, I mean, it's everywhere, right? Nowadays.
the potato, the good old potato.
So,
So
so
what
it's
we
probably
do
high
is
in starch.
Oh, very high.
Hold on one
Yeah.
second. I gotta do this for Brian from the knocked off the edge.
I didn't get knocked off. They actually drained my
Oh,
life
that's
on
nice.
that one. They got me on the life. I'm gonna go repair my gear, and then I have to. It's time for me to wrap it up. And I'm gonna be playing this tonight, but I will not be live. So.
Yeah, I didn't even think you were streaming. My bad.
Oh, dude, you're good.
Oh my
Usually
God,
when
did I
I'm playing
curse?
games,
But hey-
I try to toss myself up live somewhere.
Right, right. But hey, sometime I want to pick your brain on PAX Day.
Good day.
I really
Okay.
do.
For dinner, for us, it's a
Um,
lot of meat. It's
Yeah.
so we just
Yeah,
had
go
a refrigerator fill, and we had
What's
to
that?
throw out.
Whoops. I
Yeah.
didn't mean that. Sorry.
What's
No,
a
it's
refrigerator feel?
So
I
we
do
ended
have
up
to dip,
having
guys.
to.
So thank you
All right,
guys
later, bro.
so much for hanging out
Ryan,
with
sorry
me.
if I hogged the end here.
Dude,
Thank you
I
for
love it.
all my
I-
questions.
Dude, I love that's the whole point I think about, like why, like all I do, I think I treat the go live button more as like a giant text message to be like, yo, we're playing video games. If y'all want to come hang out, we're just gonna be doing whatever.
There you go.
So
And this one I do.
yeah.
This one I do mean because it's an extreme.
So nice.
So let's go back to the what?
But anyway,
what is
I'll wrap up the stream. I'll go ahead and mute y'all so that way y'all can keep talking. I'm not interrupting you. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this live stream. If you made it all the way to the end, especially if you're watching this as a VOD, hit that like button and sound off in the comments with a hooty hoot, VOD squad. That is a really great way of helping support the content. Thank you so much to Moon Studios for sponsoring this stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am absolutely loving this game. I cannot wait to see it. You guys, if you haven't picked it up, I would highly encourage you to pick up the game. If you already have it, update it, especially if you've been struggling with the Steam Deck. Let me know what you think about it because now it is Steam Deck verified. Guys, this is great. I wish I didn't have to go, but I do. And I'll catch you guys next time.